A very good day to all my respected judges. I'm very pleased today can present our product in this International Research and Innovation Symposium and Exposition RISE 2001. I'm Lee Mei Hyun from Faculty of Technical and Vocational Education, FPTV, and also as a research leader in this project. Here is my research team member, T.S. Dr. Tee Zi Kyung from FPTV, Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Kok Boon Jin from FKEE, Associate Professor Dr. Nur Wahida Aziz from UUM, and Kong Hye Ping, teacher from SMK Julau No. 2 Sarawak. Our product is cognitive-based teaching strategy from high order thinking skills, or we can call it for the HOTS. Our product category is fundamental, and the cluster is education, community development, and social innovation. Problem and issues. Through the Future of Jobs report, a World Economic Forum, you can see that HOTS are the top skills consistently needed by employers since 15 years, within the 15 years since 2015. Same with the active learning and learning strategy, but they are still lacking among graduates. HOTS can produce a student who can be competitive by 21st century. And the implementation of HOTS in the teaching and learning, the quality of education in Malaysia will be enhanced in comparison with other countries globally. The novelty and inventiveness of our product is to integrate these two variables, which is number one is a cognitive domains by Bloom's taxonomy revised, and number two is a teaching strategy by Roy Killen. The novelties and the inventiveness of our product is integration 4 levels of the knowledge dimension and the 6 of the cognitive process dimension with 9 types of the teaching strategy. And our module also the first module developed using the Meyer model to integrate the cognitive dimension and cognitive domain and the teaching strategy in teaching and learning activities for applying HOTS. The usefulness of our product include number 1, cognitive domain model, a 3D model. Number 3 and number 2, teaching strategy table, which is consists 54 step-by-step teaching methods for each 9 types of teaching strategy and 6 level of cognitive process dimension. Number 3, in our product we also provide the example integrated cognitive dimension and the teaching strategy, so that the educator can learn the integration of the cognitive dimension and teaching strategy. Number 4, we also have the lesson plan to guide the educators to apply HOTS in the teaching and learning activity. And number 5 is also the self-assessment to test the user comprehension about our product. Now let's have a look how our product will going to work. First of all, for the cognitive domains are used to produce a HOTS learning objective or learning outcome based on the learning topic. So they have a few steps. Step number 1, you want to identify the learning topic first. After that, then you need to identify which kind of the knowledge and then for the cognitive process want our student to achieve in the end of the learning process. So after identify these two dimension, the knowledge dimension and the cognitive process dimension, then we can identify the suitable verb that can be used to produce the learning outcome. After that, we will choose the teaching strategy, the suitable teaching strategy for implementation of learning outcome in teaching and learning process. So they have a different teaching method in this 9 teaching strategy. Okay, in our module we also provide step by step how to use this teaching method in the teaching and learning process. And we also provide the lesson plan so that the teacher can be use it, and there will be more confidence and know how to implement the HOGS in the teaching learning activities. Our product can be purchased as UTHM publisher, and this is our product or our module which have been registered in the ISBN by the UTHM publisher. And you also can see our module in the Flipbook through this link, or you can scan this QR code. Our product commercial potentials included: number one, can guide an individual to learn the cognitive domain and teaching strategy. And number two is for the teacher and the lecturers, they can save a lot of time on generating various teaching and learning activity. And the module also can use in guides, training and coaching a trainer. For the Ministry of Education, the module can be used as a basic exposure, integration, cognitive domains and teaching strategy. So the Ministry of Education also can save the budget for conduct the training. But just use this self-instructor module for the teacher to use it, to know it, to use it, and to implement the HOGS in their teaching learning activity. For the nearest product competitor, based on the pattern search result and the scholar analysis, we found that they have a 4 IP and the 254 scholars which are in this same topic. And then we found that this topic will be most of published in the journal, but not in the book. The book is just a few. And then through this searching result, we found that none of the product or even IP or scholar, they have not exactly same with our product. There are two industry partner, which is Ministry of Higher Education and the Ministry of Education. And for the research achievement for this project was rewarded RM 40,000 by the Ministry of Higher Education grant and the university grant. This project are able to or success to publish for 8 research paper, and there are 2 article was published in the ISI WOS Q4 journal, and 2 article was published in the Scopus Index. One is in the proceeding, one is in the journal, and 1 article published in the MySite journal, and 1 is in the proceeding, and 2 article was published in the book chapter. So that's all for my presentation, and thank you for your attention.